Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To create jam, a fruit needs to be able to become mushy, but also retain some sort of structural integrity at the same time. For example, a blueberry, right? They become mushy, but you can still identify that the blueberry, the fruit, exists without even tasting the jam. I've always wondered what would happen if I were to create jam out of fruit that don't necessarily break down the same. What would happen to an apple, perhaps? Would I just get applesauce? What about a banana? I've never heard of banana jam. Like, does that work? Would it break down the same way? And then what about a pitted fruit? Is the procedure for making jam for a cherry the same as making it for a blueberry? I'm gonna make the jam based on the level of difficulty of the fruit in the process. So, well, the easiest is definitely a banana, and then an apple would come, and finally a cherry, right? And if you're wondering why cherries are the hardest to use for making a jam, it's because I have to pit each and every single cherry that I use in the process. So it's going to take a lot more time and effort than it would for, let's say, a banana, which I can just mush up, or apple, which I just cut. So I am going to start off with the banana because we're following a tier list kind of. Okay, so I've got the banana in this pot and it's been cooking down. I feel like if I added some vanilla extract to this, it would make the jam taste a lot better. And as you guys know, vanilla extract is basically the dessert MSG. Okay, so the bananas seem to be getting cooked perfectly, but it does kind of remind me of baby food. I'm using coconut sugar. That should be good enough. And this is kind of evolved from looking like baby food to looking like what a baby would release after eating food. Okay, I think this is done, and this is what we're left with. I'm gonna let this chill in the fridge for some time while I prepare the other two jams. I'm gonna take these two apples that have been in my fridge for about 3 years now, and I'm just gonna chop them up really nice and small.
That's what she said.
I don't think I've ever cut an apple this small. Like, wow, it's really fine. The apples are definitely sticking. Maybe if I add some water, it'll be better. I think this should make the job a lot easier. Our apples are starting to look a lot better. So I think the trick is to add a little bit of water for them to cook in so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and just keep repeating that process over and over. So it does look like baby food once again. That's good enough. Okay, I think our apple jam is also done. I feel like I could easily use this in making an apple pie. It would work really well in that. And here we have our final adversary, cherries. Okay, so I finally did it. I removed the pit from all of these cherries. My my phone ran out of storage, so the camera cut out. We have our cherries. Ooh. I'm the most excited for this one because these resemble berries the most, and so it should be the tastiest jam of them all. Okay, it seems to be coming together just fine. Add some sugar to it. Now this looks like a jam. The others didn't, but this actually does. I mean, once it starts to break down a little bit more. It looks a lot darker in the video, but don't worry. It is just perfect. And there we have it, the final product. It kind of reminds me of Venom. Okay, each of these three have been cooled in the fridge for some time. This is the banana, the apple, and finally the cherry. Let's give them a taste test and rate them. That's actually really, really good. The banana one. I know it looks really disappointing, but it tastes amazing. I feel like it would work really well with like a yogurt bowl and some berries and granola maybe. That would bang in that. This just tastes like applesauce. Or like apple pie if I removed the filling and just ate it. It's not bad, but it's nothing unique. And finally, the one that I've been waiting for the most, the cherry. That is my favorite by far. A very strong pungent flavor, but the sugar also helps it make it a little bit sweet. And the cherries do kind of hold the structure a little bit so I can chew it down on it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.